Everyone keeps saying e-commerce is dead. Amazon owns everything, ad costs are too high, nobody buys high-ticket items online anymore. I pulled 6 brands through an ad spy tool to test that theory, and what I found basically destroys the narrative. One of the brands just sold for $1.5 billion. And here's the thing, all 6 of these brands have one thing in common. They all run or ran YouTube ads heavily, not as a side channel, but as the main growth engine. Let's get into it. Let's start with the most extreme example. Dr. Squatch sells bar soap, a product you can buy at any grocery store for $2. And yet this brand has run close to 500 unique YouTube ads, generated more than 1.8 billion views, and spent over $13 million doing it. Just on their international side alone, the UK and Ireland push has already pulled in 176 million views from a single top-performing ad. So they basically took a boring product and made it fun and memorable through video. And it worked so well that Unilever bought the company in 2025 for around $1.5 billion. Dr. Squatch didn't start with big budgets. They began with Facebook ads. The turning point was when they launched videos with comedians saying your soap is a joke. These videos hit tens of millions of views and pushed them to more than $100 million in revenue. This second brand is the opposite of Dr. Squatch. 8 Sleep is a sleep tech company, and their main product is the Pod, a cover that goes on top of your mattress to control its temperature. Instead of a cheap product, it's expensive and it costs from $2,000 to $5,000. They don't have any physical stores and they only sell online, nowhere to try it out at first. And they are running almost 200 ads with over 2.2 billion views and more than $16 million in ad spend, the most of anyone on this list. Almost all of that budget goes to one single page on their site, and that page alone is getting more than 2/3 of their total spend. Their top ad has 42 million views on its own. It was also duplicated 36 times, so it probably has very good performance, so they are duplicating it into more different campaigns. Here is the interesting part about 8 Sleep's pricing. Early on, people saw the price tag and asked why anyone would pay thousands for a mattress cover. So instead of lowering the price to compete, they did the opposite. They kept raising the value. Better sensors, more data, sleep coaching. They focused on the product first, then brand, and then ads. Another brand, The Ridge, sells wallets and everyday accessories like rings, keychains, and power banks. This brand started as one single product on Kickstarter, a slim metal wallet. Now look at these numbers. Almost 500 different ads, almost 2 billion views with almost $14 million on estimated ad spend, all in the US. What's interesting is they didn't just keep running wallet ads forever, they spread that budget across a bunch of different products. Their top pages include a men's rings collection getting over a quarter of total spend. Their best ad right now isn't even the wallet, it's a power bank they made with a famous YouTuber you probably know.
Of reviewing tech, but this Ridge one quickly became a favorite. So this, a 10,000 milliamp hour battery that's already this small, is pretty clutch, but it can also do wireless charging, and you better believe if it's an iPhone, it can also do MagSafe.
And that video has 66 million views. What's wild about Ridge is they build demand from nothing. We don't wake up thinking, oh, I need a new wallet. So instead of waiting for people to search for one, they went straight to YouTubers, reaching out to over 1,000 creators a month and running small test videos before scaling up the ones that worked. Let's move to the next brand. Cereal is a category that's basically been owned by Kellogg's forever. Magic Spoon skipped grocery stores completely and just sells it straight through their website at about $2 a bowl. 77 ads, 662 million views, and almost $5 million in estimated ad spend, with 94% of that spend going straight to the homepage. What's worth noting is their ad style, short 15-second clips, fast cuts, and they're constantly testing new variations to find winners. The founders of Magic Spoon didn't come from the cereal industry at all. Their last company sold protein bars made from crickets. Their whole insight was that millions of adults grew up loving sugary cereal, then quit eating it once they got older. So they basically rebuilt the product for people who miss cereal, just without the sugar, and sold it back to the same generation that grew up on it. Another brand, Tecovas, makes super niche product, handmade cowboy boots, starting at over $300 a pair. If you thought you need to try on boots before buying them, Tecovas will prove you wrong. 112 ads, over 315 million views, 2.2 million in ad spend, running ads in many different countries. Their top ad uses actor Neil McDonough and leans into a whole Western lifestyle vibe instead of just showing the product.
The only boots that I wear on Tulsa King are Tecovas. These are the most comfortable things I've ever put on my feet. Being an athlete and being beaten up in so many things, it hurts to walk around for a while or stand up after a while. These are the greatest boots ever devised. Well, there you go.
And here's the interesting part. After building the whole brand online, Tecovas is now opening physical stores. So it's going the opposite direction of what everyone assumes. The founder of Tecovas didn't come from fashion either, and in the beginning he wasn't even fully online. He sold boots out of the back of his car at farmers markets before the website ever took off. The last one is probably the brand you've never heard of. 4 years ago, almost nobody knew this brand existed. Tonies makes a screen-free audio player for kids, along with little figurines you place on it to play stories and music. Now they are running almost 200 ads with almost 450 million views combined and over $3 million in estimated ad spend, all in the US only. 94% of their spend goes straight to their homepage, and their best ad, a collab with a kids content creator, has 16 million views on its own.
I'm so happy because the Miss Rachel Tony is now part of the new Tony Box 2 starter set. I'm so happy.
They basically built an entire new category from nothing using just YouTube ads. What's funny about Tonies is that they are selling a screen-free toy. But how do you convince a parent to buy one? You show the toy on a screen, like YouTube ads. So basically they prove the product's value in 15 seconds and the ad is made for the parents, not the kids. I just showed you 6 totally different products: a soap, a mattress cover, wallets, cereal, boots, and a kid speaker. Together, these 6 brands have spent around $53 million on YouTube ads and pulled in more than 7 billion views. We can only imagine how many sales they actually made. What they all have in common is a similar approach. They picked a category that's boring or overlooked, made ads people actually wanted to watch, kept testing a lot of them, and let the ones that work keep running for months. And keep in mind, these are just 6 brands I picked to make a point. There are hundreds of smaller brands out there right now completely crushing it on YouTube ads. Most of them flying under the radar because their videos are unlisted, so you need spy tools like this to find them. I'm also going to do a full walkthrough of the best performing e-commerce YouTube ads in a future video, so make sure you are subscribed for that one. If you want more of these breakdowns, like this video and see you on the next one.